in this one of its own kind event, right, which is Metaverse Masterclass for the learning leaders. I'll not take much of time here because what we have done is we have just kept it super knowledge oriented. The whole idea is you should come understand what Metaverse is. You should come experience it, because what happens is that Metaverse, I must say, is a buzzword for a lot many of us. We feel that, okay, probably it is something related to gaming. We feel that it is something related to entertainment, and we tend to not discover a lot of use cases that exist in and around Metaverse, right? Many people feel Metaverse from a standpoint that, okay, uh, we need a device, we need a fancy device, we need a fancy device, right? We need a headgear to experience Metaverse, but it is a lot more beyond that. Today, we gather here to understand what Metaverse is all about. This is a Metaverse Masterclass by Durham Learning Services and Metaverse 911 Metaverse Experience Center. The whole point here is to gather, come, talk, discuss, define, and design use cases around learning and experiencing it in person. I will not take much of your time. All of you already know me, right? People on LinkedIn Live know me. I'm sure about our brand as well. But I think I'll pass on the stage to Rahul and team to take it up. Welcome, Rahul, please.
Generally, we have like 30 people here. There's lots of gossip here. So I have to shout, therefore, this mic. But thank you very much for all of you, for everybody here present, for making it to this. Thank you, Sandeep, for coming over from Bangalore yourself. Thanks a lot. Sir, thank you for giving us the opportunity to hosting this event with wonderful people from so many different organizations. So thank you, Dr. Nitesh, for being here, and everybody else. You know, many Abhay and everybody, Joseph, they're all here. We keep doing all these events. I'm very influenced with EduRamp. Must accept it. Not only me, actually every single member of this organization, at least, what we do, we're highly influenced with them. And how we're influenced and how we met up is also a very interesting story. Mr. Gandhi, through Vikram, met up with me. We had a long conversation. We had spent one day with them in Mumbai about a year and a half back. And while I was talking to them, I just noticed one thing in their company. How can so many people be working in one company for 7 or 8 years? Generally, I come from an IT background. We will go, people come, work a few years, 1 or 2, 3 years, then go, isn't it? But when you look at the LinkedIn and you go to company, you see the people and say, okay, everybody is 7, 8 years. So that was my first question I asked them. How did you manage to retain people? And the mantra was individual success contributed towards building an organization success. You know, and we really copy pasted that model here as well. so, so we've copied it here too. And similarly, when Experience Center was being thought through, and this is a 2 months old project, a little bit more than 2 months, a 3 months old project, really, from a thought through to inaugural to where we are today. I'm very privileged to be calling this as India's first shared services model in Metaverse Experience Center. And we are covered by over 145 media channels or media outlets in the last 2 or 3 days. In fact, we just got also mentioned on Times of India yesterday evening. So in the metaverse domain, there is a lot of confusion around what's really metaverse, and sometimes this also becomes a little heavier term because of the hype that we've seen in the last 2 years. I've been working in this domain for more than 5 years. But what's really interesting, and for everybody else, other than the people who are from this domain, is for you to know that this is not new. This actually has been existing for so many years. So what I'll do is today, with the help of a few slides, I will take you through the journey of how immersiveness started, what are the various techniques of immersive experience creation, and at the same time, when we do what we do, how can it help organizations? If anything, what all organizations have had to do with this kind of immersive experience creation for their people. Okay, thank you. There's a term called extended reality. Actually, ये सब कुछ आता है extended reality में, because we extend the reality from our natural, world, and extended reality is not new. In fact, US के अंदर में और बाहर में, lot of people actually use extended reality professional. They call them XR professional. अब XR is a mothership term. जैसे in any business, if say I'm an expert, then under that expert, functional expert, then functional बहुत सारे experts. So similarly, XR is a motherhood terms which is used for augmented, virtual, and mixed reality. And this particular image you see over here is a 3D model. So what's really happening is that from today and in the next, say, 5 years or 10 years, we must reflect upon the last 10 years. The last 10 years, we started 15 years rather back. We started with those web pages, blogs. I think most of us, we are seen enough to know that we started in those days with blogs, and we would write discussion forums होते थे पहले web pages के ऊपर में. You would make a one page and people would go and type in. We moved ahead and started building those social media pages where people come and like, then eventually reshare, repost. A lot of people in Facebook thought that there will be a lot of people actually went through it. People would post that they're out on a holiday and they would get robbed at home. You know that, many of you, huh? Many of you, and yeah, please go ahead. Yes. So I don't know of any other country, but we had a ruckus in the parliament. India is the only country where the parliament had a ruckus on Facebook. Everybody thought Facebook band ho jayega. Even, trust me, even I thought, maybe people won't do Facebook and all that. Trust me, I come from the same batch of people back in the days 2005, 7. And then it moved on. A lot of players came. Twitter. We thought, okay, how can people write in 100 words? The reason why they wanted us to write in 100 words is for us to become more effective. Otherwise, people would write all one page lamba saman, those are extra. You want to explain something, say it in 100 words or whatever the 50, 60 words you want to do. And eventually, that also people thought, oh my God, you can write in. Then somebody said, okay, LinkedIn has come. Suddenly in 2015, 16, LinkedIn has come. They will connect and they thought everybody will get business from LinkedIn. Correct? People started sending messages out, everybody. At some point, the business guy said something. So there's always a perception about anything new. It moved on. We started working and started building those selfie videos. Recently we went out to a dharmic manthan trip. Four of us are friends. And on the way, I'm seeing girls and boys bike ke kone pe khade hoke, they all selfie, somebody clicking. Which means from those days where people are texting and writing to each other, moved on. Then TikTok came. People thought, oh, this is all work. No, TikTok is a few $billion company. अच्छा, then TikTok got banned in India. People thought India अब तो कुछ नहीं होगा. It's not meant for Indian culture. No, we have Josh now. It's doing well. And others also. There's one from Beeline, the company is called Chingari. From Raipur. It's Chingari, right? That also is there. So everywhere when the new technology came, two things have happened. One, that it took little time to accept for people to see, okay, there's a value. And the second part is that it has shown us that we transform our experiences with respect to content we consume on a daily basis. Our TVs have become bigger at home. Who in this particular group has gotten a smaller TV in the last 5 years? Isn't as a gay, I bought 60 inches 5 years back, now buys a 12 inches. नहीं होता. Now you're thinking, okay, 60 तो हो गया, आप 100. Okay, अब मेरे bedroom में तो एक है, I want it in my drawing room. So we all want to consume good content, actually similar to even our ancestors have lived. We used to live in next to river, from their urban city, from their huge urban, bigger. पहले शैक्स होते थे, फिर बाद में झोपड़ी होती थी, फिर बाद में घर छोटे होते थे, छोटे छोटे घर होते थे, अपार्टमेंट 50 फ्लोर, अल्ट्रा लग्जरी, which means anything we see from eyes is becoming drishyam, is becoming bigger and bigger. So what next? It's 3D. It's next from 2D to a 3D world. So there are ones who are creator of 3D, there are ones who are going to be the consumers of 3D. And the problem is that when you build any 3D content, the 3D content from a builder perspective is very heavy assets. जैसे कि you cannot transfer that on your mobile phones here and there. So there were some people, some artists, who thought I can solve the problem. And the problem they solved was using extended reality techniques. That there's a huge file, 3D file, a बहुत बड़ा plane, there's a car, there's a building, there's real estate. Anything you see has been all built on 3D. Even this building where we are sitting. I must say, even this TV has had some 3D model somewhere. This also possibly has a 3D model before it got printed. The problem was, how do I utilize this particular model and use it in my general life? And for that, 3D consume करने के लिए हमको एक टेक्निक पता होनी चाहिए, वो extended reality. So in augmented reality, there is a company called IKEA. Each one of you have heard IKEA. IKEA, in my view, is one company that truly utilized augmented reality. They started doing, Sandeep, you're aware, right? So, home fitting. You buy a sofa, you buy a car, you buy this chair, whatever, and then they have a phone camera. So you take the camera somewhere at home, and then you can see, okay, I can place it somewhere. It's good. When Thar got launched, I did the Thar augmented reality. Because Thar, when it was launched, the problem was Thar is a wider car. What people wanted to know, will it enter the gate? Because cut see, na. So people were not buying Thar initially, thinking that it's a big car, and then they cut it through, it won't enter their home straight. Unlike a Maruti car or a sedan. So augmented reality is used always with the phone. Where's my phone? I need a phone. Okay, thank you. So augmented reality को we can use like this. मतलब from this. So anything you have as an object, this phone, this car, any one object you have, and you can actually build augmented reality. For a pharma, you go into a pharma industry, you've got two or three things. One is a pharma, like a medicine that comes out, which is a capsule sachet. And sometimes you may have equipment, medical equipment within a pharma packaging machine, basically. What you want to do is you want to actually have something annotated using your phone for your consumer experience, and say, if you take my pack, and I want you to sort of just scan it with your phone, then see what that dabba is all about. One product. And when you take that one product and build some experiences around, that's the use of augmented reality. People get onboarded, they come into the organization, they don't know where to go. Sometimes they don't know what is the menu. I think menu, we've all used a QR code somewhere in restaurants. But I'm saying a QR code is not about just a website link to go show a menu. You could actually have the nice, good meals and how they look like, and let people scan through. It creates engagement, but engagement for a few minutes. It can't be a minute. It can't be an hourly engagement on augmented reality. But it'll change the day this product comes. What you see here is a Blade 2, and you will actually see a whole demo of it today. So when you wear this Blade 2, lots of your AR engagement becomes 10x. And what also it does is, because the good news about this product is actually I can actually build my my specs also in it. They can actually put my specs plate. And so future may, you might as well see me just wear this and roam around. That's all. This got everything. And I can see some stream right now here as well. So next time when I go and scan something, and these devices are only becoming better and better. So that one day I might as well just wear this and do my whole data management. I do my infrastructure support. I may solve my tickets. I may even respond to my emails just by doing this. I can do numerous things in it. I think the world is evolving. I think over a period of time, this device, that device, getting amalgamated, doing something. So hence, everything with respect to what you just now did with your mobile, one day you will do with this. And that day is not 20 years from now. That day is just maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 years. Then the mass adoption of this device will come. This is augmented reality. So what's really happening with augmented reality is that while, like I explained, small tactical experiences that you can build on mobile phone, you've got these devices now coming in and you can use them. There are many types of them. This is a little technical thing, but there are many types of them. The good news is that you can scan a particular area, market, and see where things are. You can even scan a QR code and see the whole product super sort of shown over any surface. And at the same time, you can animate your content. Opportunity. So augmented reality, like I said, is used across organization in talent management or talent acquisition, um, upskilling, cross skilling. You can do it fast because it's drishyam, it's visual. Unlike giving somebody a handout, unlike somebody giving a QR code with one PDF that he has to read. Actually, I can create a few QR codes, have them see when they want to see, and consume information the way they want to see. So this is augmented reality, which is one part of XR. This is virtual reality next. So anything that was one product, when I animate it, is AR. Anywhere I have got a scene created like this, that's virtual reality. मतलब reality को virtually create करना is virtual reality. I can see virtual reality. I can see the virtual reality only using headgear. I cannot see them if I do not use a headgear. And headgear is many types of headgear. Content is different types of content. And virtual reality is not just about entertainment. Entertainment is a very small part of virtual reality. In fact, to be honest with you, I've never been entertained in a virtual reality even today. After 5 years, I don't think so. I have never been entertained really. I always saw something which was not available or which is very far from me that I cannot go, and hence I'm able to see it. For example, I want to go take a look at how International Space Station works. I want to see a particular place where I want to just go and roam around and see how that place looks, maybe some tourist spot. And virtual reality also is not 3D. Virtual reality is a 360, which can have some 3D elements in it. So for anybody who is a L&D person, for you, it's a very interesting subject because people, when they come into the organization, they always want to relate to where they will sit. You know how the organization look like, how my room looks like, how my pantry looks like. Lots of companies are now building a digital twin or a near digital twin of their organization that people can come see what's going on and all that. You know, and ultimately the thing, when I look at this virtual reality for enterprises, I personally believe it's because people have a sense of attachment to where they will sit. Imagine a person who's going to come after 3 months within an organization. He's been onboarded, but then he's not available for 3 months. He's going around doing whatever he's doing. So you create a virtual reality, sort of a campus. Have them come there, come interact, talk, see what new things are happening, put a few videos over there, continuously go and update them in terms of what's happening. Listen, we want to really engage our people in the way that nobody else on my competition can do. So we have to do something differently, if not different, to be able to go and get the attention of this Gen Z and this Gen Alpha, because this is having a major attention deficit. Organizations can look at virtual reality to be that powerful medium to enhance. It's very old. 19, I think 60s said it's been happening, and it's only becoming better. Sutherland, I've read this book also, Ivan Sutherland's book. So this is there are many types of them. I've just listed a few of them here. There are many types of them. Pico, we have it here. Pi, we have it here. Ajna, we have it here. Geo also is trying to do something, but pata nahi when will they come up with a device? They've been talking about it, but it still haven't happened. Okay. Geo also is not VR though. Geo will be more of a, will it be MR? Most likely. Even Sandeep thinks most likely. Even I was thinking most likely, because they come up with something happens and all that. So, but Ajna also has a mixed reality competence. So some devices now are moving ahead of virtual reality. So what it really means, and I will like to go to a mixed reality. So we covered augmented reality, mixed reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality. In our industry, there's too many names to confuse people. I could have just given them one name, if I may. What mixed reality is that in this glass I would see through. Okay, in a VR I have a pass through because I have a camera, right? And I have a camera, so I have a pass through. Like an Apple Spatial, I have a pass through, right? I don't have a see through. In mixed reality, in virtual reality, I don't have a pass through also. Camera nahi hai na. Virtual reality, once I've come into that particular thing. So in mixed reality, what they've done is they've put in one camera. Now I can see in this physical world and still have Pokemon kind of a scenario where I may have some digital elements poking me. About digital elements can be something else, XYZ. But at the end of the day, essentially what it means is that I'm able to interact with the physical world, hence making a very phygital experience. And that is where e-tennis games comes in. Huge opportunities with respect to content and the way we have done business in the past. Huge repercussions of that with respect to huge repercussions with respect to L&D. To be very honest with you, because I believe L&D could have been more interesting. I joined HCL BPO in 99, end of 99, 2000. We were just 20 people. I was, I think, 16 people. And it was not called BPO, it was called Infinite. We had the dial-up selling, no, that one. So there was support. So I joined in QA. And then we were doing all different kinds of ISO and whatever, standards, whatever. There was L&D team. The person would join, he would spend 3 days in one room, 8 hours a day. It worked then. Will it work now? Now it will not. Because now the person is listening to it, he goes out, comes back the next day, asks the same question, where can I get my ID activated? To that extent is the attention deficit. So if we are able to create gamified experiences for people who are in range between say 20 to 26 or 27, and we are able to identify what interest, what game, what sports, what hobby interests them, and then create a L&D content basis that interest area. That's when the guy will say, okay, I'm going to spend 10 hours extra on it. Very keen. That was also interesting because while snow crash and other theories exist, and I agree with that, but what I want to let you know about metaverse is something very interesting. Look, augmented reality, virtual reality, VR I make some content for my company, some L&D something, or I make mixed reality, some esports,
The question is, as a creator, how can I monetize it? वो तो नहीं हो सकता, because all of my content that I create is user based. Somebody will use it. So Meta new parallel with a universe of verse. What it really means is that some people, while we were busy doing augmented virtual reality or mixed, there's some very intelligent people with the likes of companies called Decentraland or Sandbox, which is in India called Bharatbox, and many others. They come up now, who were thinking of creating a platform where creators can come and monetize their content with the use of blockchain. Simple. Any one of you has done YouTube videos? Any one of you does Instagram content? You don't have time in your lives. You're too busy. So presume that you are doing YouTube content, and when you do YouTube content, somebody will come at some point and say, okay, you make $100,000. I will take 30% because I show it to my community. So what it really means is you have a third party involved every time. When you give Google ad, Rohit, you said to me a number, right? 30%? 40? 30 to 40%. Rohit is an ad tech professional, so I asked him those questions about ad tech. So you buy Google ad for 100 rupees, you actually get it for 65, 70 rupees. Where's the first 30 rupees? Google has kept it with them already. It's third party. The question is, when you want to create a 3D content at some point and you want to monetize it yourself, that's when the game of Metaverse comes. We'll go deep dive into Metaverse more as I speak to you, because Metaverse becomes a little bit creators economy, then comes blockchain, Web3, NFTs, है ना, बहुत सुना ना, NFTs, fraud, scam, blah blah blah. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. Okay, some writer wrote something and some people bought something. So somebody thought something has happened. Okay, but yeah, there were some people who were definitely made a lot of money out of it. The question is, there's always a market. Somebody makes money, somebody who loses money says everything is wrong. Hello? So what and why Metaverse? One, it's a free will navigation. इसका मतलब क्या है? When you go to a virtual reality experience that you will experience today, उसमें एक wall होती है, like real wall है, सामने wall है. अभी I can't go and say टक्कर मार के I will go that side, ना? My head can't go that side. There's nothing. In Metaverse, there is everything like real world. I can go out of this door, go here, go to parking, go take right. Then I can go buy a plot. Then I can make EduRamp office there. Okay, then I will call all of you again in that EduRamp office one day. You will also land up in some parking. Walk as an avatar, go take right. There'll be experience center. You'll say, no, यहाँ तो last time गए थे. आगे चलते हैं. It's a free will navigation. So we'll also show it to you today. It's free will navigation. It's connection, because now avatars are better. You can talk to each other. Acha, this generation also, one thing. Why avatar? Because why avatar has got many answers, but one of the answers I'll tell you. You organize one Zoom meeting with all these people, okay? Nobody's on camera. Why? They're very skeptical about how they look. सही है ना मैम? ऐसा ही होता है ना? I am not. पता नहीं क्यों. I start the camera, I'm okay. मगर somebody I've seen will switch off the camera, how am I here looking, how am I looking? जैसे वो ठीक हो, लेकिन है. But if I give you an opportunity to make you look what you want to look like, I catch you. Because I have your attention. Because you'll go try different kinds of clothing, you may have tried different types of hairstyle, you might try. You can. So avatars therefore become a very important aspect of having people to engage bigger, higher. Gamified experiences. I can put up some games there. When avatars come, अभी सीधा EduRamp के ऑफिस में जाएंगे तो बोर भी हो सकते हैं. कितनी देर तक सीखेंगे? तो बाहर में गेम डाल देंगे कुछ. आओ कुछ गेम कर लो. When they will game, they will use their head and they will get rewards. And when they get rewards, what are those rewards? Those can be NFTs also. NFT क्या होती है? There's a hack. Challenge is, how do I train those 3,000 people? How do I keep them motivated? How do I make sure? So that's when he was thinking of creating avatars where people can have signboards of his brand, whatever the stickers, and so avatars become more interactive and they have more sense of ownership. Then further, I can also generate revenue and I can have detailed analytics. How many companies have been into the metaverse in your view in the last, say, about a year and a half? आपके हिसाब से कितने कंपनीज गए होंगे मेटावर्स में? 20%. एब्सोल्यूट नंबर दे दो. 20% तो बहुत ज्यादा हो रहा है. 700 corporates of the Fortune 1000 are in the metaverse. In some way or the other, they're in the metaverse. 700 of the Fortune 1000. How many of the Fortune 5000? 3,000 plus have done something in the metaverse. How many have failed? More than 99%. Why? Because what they thought was it's a one-time opportunity. I make something in the metaverse, then I bring the 100 people in my company. That's all. My job is done. No. It was like somebody saying 20 years back, 15 years back, I'll make Instagram channel. I will post one post every 3 years. 5 million people will come. थोड़े ऐसे होता है. I have to do every day, every single day. I have to post something unique. I have to post something people will like. And then when I do that, that's when people will connect with my content. Hence, the same thing applies here. Even if you create a nice employee onboarding system, you create a nice, great onboarding, L&D, great view, whatsoever. End of the day, you have to always look at it from a continuity perspective. It should be accessible at the deepest level, It should be simple and light enough to making sure somebody sitting in a tier 2, tier 3 city in Patiala, in Surat, somewhere in Kakinada, Rajmundry, or Visakhapatnam, all the way to Tirunelveli in Tamil Nadu. People don't have 5G. It should work on mobile phone. It should work on computer. It should work also on VR device. Those are asks good to have. So the point is that's the reason why it failed. But every hype cycle, ultimately the trajectory which goes down ultimately becomes stable at some point, isn't it? Metaverse is in that stage right now. Hype cycle is over. People have realized what did work.
Welcome to the Metaverse 911 Employee Onboarding Experience. In the Metaverse 911 Onboarding Experience, you will talk to your team, test your skills, get trained, and collect your goodies. Now visit HR department on first floor to collect your ID card.
Hi, my name is Siddharth. I am a hiring manager at Metaverse 911. Now, let's get started with your onboarding adventure. If you're ready, let's head to the ice-breaking area where you can meet your team. Hi, I am Rahul Sadie, Metaverse expert and founder, Metaverse 911. Excited to have you on board.
Hi, Rahul. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
How do you came up with the idea of this company?
The idea for Metaverse 911 was born from my passion for emerging technologies and the potential of the metaverse.
As we take a deeper dive into learning how to secure metaverse, let's first start by splitting it.
on doing it. I'll show you one more example of this training. Once you see it, I'll explain more.
We're about to embark on an exciting journey through Bosch Metaverse Experience, showcasing how Bosch makes your day easier by being a part. This is where the employees enter and experience Bosch legacy. If they hover on the timeline, the experience takes them through the brand story. Here are Bosch clients and services. The clock helps teleport the employee to various settings of the day. Let's try it and start with the morning at 6 a.m. Bosch solar-powered water heater is ready to make your shower quicker and relax. Now it's time for breakfast. Let's head to the kitchen. It's time to make a delicious breakfast with Bosch's oven, microwave, and all appliances. We're here to pick the car, and the garage is full of Bosch. From automotive tech to garage equipment, everything is Bosch. Bosch is not just a brand that creates your appliances, but also provides services for Internet of Things, DCN conferencing solutions, intrusion alarm systems, and door access control. Let's head home now. Bosch sensors and digital devices help explore the digital world seamlessly. This is how Bosch made their employees experience their brand as they enter the day in their life with Bosch Implement's Metaverse.
One second. I want to talk about this experience of Bosch. So when I looked at it, I thought Bosch is a speaker company. Or I think each one of us never thought, right? Bosch can have 5, 7, 10 products. We thought Bosch is an engineering company, right? Bosch is the speaker company. So Bosch is an engineering company, but we never thought Bosch will have so many products. Even employees of the companies don't know about it. So what did they do? They created a Bosch Metaverse where every employee of the company goes through it, knows about what this company is all about. And to be honest with you, it's fair. It's impossible for anybody sitting in somewhere in a back office operation. How will he know that koi company mein kisi sales team has wanted a new product and that new product got launched with the marketing team did something on social media and they never targeted people like us. They targeted people on social media that were maybe in tier 2, tier 3 cities by ads. So how do I know? Because somebody write with some funny email of 3 pages long with some nice, banner and they think I'll read. I've got 20,000 things to do. It's fair, right? Not everybody will come to know that so much things have happened in the company, or they will do one town hall after 7 months and say, how many of you know about this product? And each one will shout, sir, we know. Kisi ko nahi pata. Because town hall mein everybody is saying, mere ko pata hai, because they all got to know. Continue learning about your company's projects, opportunities, products, new developments, things that have been done, things will be done. All of that could be built within one metaverse. And that's what relates to when I said that do the first things first, then continue to go do better and better as we move ahead. So till this time was information, right? There's a Bosch as a company. There's again, those pictures, 3D models, nice, good looking metaverses. Ask something. Let's deeper dive to how we can create gamified interactive sessions within the metaverse. So I'll play that one now for you. And after that, again, if there's any question, happy to answer that question. Yeah. Bosch is important subject.
One of the most heinous and rampant forms of harassment is sexual harassment. This refers to unwanted, unwelcome, and unsolicited acts which are sexual in nature.
Hi, Sonia. You wanted to discuss something?
Yes, it's about Millie. I'm a little concerned about her. Recently, she has been getting quite irregular with coming to work. can't imagine what the problem may be, but I feel there's a piece to this puzzle that we are missing.
Sure, Sonia. I'll get right on it. Hey, Summer. Got a minute? Sure. What's on your mind? I was out of town that day. What was the activity? We each had to say one nice thing about someone on the team. Oh, come to think of it, Erin said something about her and I don't think she appreciated it. Hey, Millie. Sorry to disturb you on your day off.
Hey, don't worry, you're not disturbing me. It's good to hear from you. Is there something you need?
Actually, I wanted to check in and see how you're doing.
Lately, Erin has been getting on my nerves and making me feel really uncomfortable. It was about 3 weeks ago. Sonia asked us each to say one nice thing about someone else on the team.
Her sense of humor coupled with her hourglass figure is just so incredibly attractive.
I felt it was really inappropriate, but I didn't say anything since no one else seemed to find it odd at all.
Why didn't you wear shorts? We're at the beach, and I was looking forward to seeing you show some skin.
I told him to just leave me alone. I felt like there was no point in talking to him, so I just walked away. It's been weird for me to come to the office since then. The thought of running into him and him saying something inappropriate makes me dread coming to work.
Erin's comments about you are considered sexual harassment. I'm sure Sonia will take the matter seriously. The team and the whole company will have your back, but only you can file the complaint. And if you don't, there's a chance that Erin may just harass someone else in the future.
You're right. If I want this to stop, I need to confront the issue instead of running away from it.
So, anytime when you look at in creating interactive, posh conversations, right? You can think of what? Again, the same presentation. Again, having people to come sit in the room, do all of that. Instead, you can always create a gamified experience for people to go when they want to go. And this can even go to one level ahead, right? So it can, gamification doesn't stop here. Onboarding has a gamification part. It's got, like I shown to you, from a standard metaverse, talk about the company, to when you go and build something to do with your products and services. And then third thing you go is you want to build something with regards to gamification where people can interact, talk, and blah, blah, blah. So till this time, this metaverse is still not something which is a monetizable asset, okay? Because monetizable asset creation takes a lot of time. So I've given you everything that's really not truly the metaverse, but the metaverse as experience. Okay, so for Metaverse Masterclass, we definitely work very closely with EduRem, and we've done lots and lots of masterclasses for some amazing clients everywhere in India. We still haven't been exploring outside, though we're trying, but then we still haven't done it outside of India for the masterclass. So if you have intention of learning more about masterclasses, metaverses, and you would like to have a masterclass within your organization, please contact Shraddha, the team, and happy to sort of build on that.